I'm Hara, Allison, and this is Dream Anyway, a podcast for those of us who feel the pull to create, even when the path isn't clear. So wherever you are in your journey, grab a coffee, get comfy, and dream anyway.
Hi, my name is Angelina Pitini. I was born and raised in Thailand to a Thai mom and an Italian-American father. So my whole life, I spent coming to Spokane. Every single year since I was 1 year old, I've been coming to Spokane to visit my cousins and my family here. I eventually moved here when I was 15 years old because I was just so tired of Thailand. And it sounds crazy to say because I want to go back really bad, but I was in a small town. I would say it's the same as Spokane. Mm-hmm. I was in the Spokane of Thailand. My school, I was in there. It was one building. I was there since I was 7 years old to 15 years old. And I had the same classmates for the entirety of my life in school. I had 7 classmates.
Oh, wow.
And it was school. I had school 6 to 7 days a week. I had school after school. School was 12 hours long.
Wow.
And it was just hell.
Why is it that way?
My parents put me into a private British school in Thailand. And if you know anything about Thailand, we have 2 types of school. We have Thai government schools and we have the private funded, expensive English schools. And they really prioritize education and just being better than everyone else.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, Asian culture, they really care about your education. Yeah. And my mom grew up in poverty, so she never had that. And that was, I believe, a big motive for everything that she pushed me through. But what they don't understand was that it was so bad for your mental health because when it's just about school, no one asks you how you're doing.
Yeah.
So my whole life, it was school. I didn't have time to be a kid, basically. It got so bad there that I just begged my dad to send me to Spokane because I just was so sad there.
Who did you come and live with?
I came and lived here with my aunt. Mm-hmm. So every year that we visited, my aunt, her kids are close to my age. So they've always been my best friends. And it was something that I looked forward to so much to come visit Spokane. Spokane was a magical place for me. And then my story started here. A few days before my 16th birthday, I came here and I came here on my own and I lived with my aunt for a year. So until I was 17 years old. And then after that, she couldn't have me live with her anymore because she has 6 kids and she became a single mom. So it was either I find somewhere else to live or go back to Thailand. Oh, and wow. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I then lived with my close friend in high school. I lived with her for a bit until I moved in with my other aunt. She was an older aunt, 70, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I lived with her until I was 18. And then I got my own apartment. And then I've been on my own ever since.
And how old are you now?
I am turning 21.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah. So 15 to 21 in America.
Oh, that's cool. And your parents are still in Thailand?
Yes. All of my family, except for my 2 aunts and 6 cousins. My dad is an older man. He had me late in life.
How old
65 when he had me.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I feel like nothing in my whole life has been ever been normal.
I thought my dad was old because he had me at 40.
Yeah. Tell me about it. My journey into photography came later for me because it just happened out of the blue. But I never think anything happens out of the blue because my dad, uncle, and grandfather were all photographers. Mm-hmm. And it has been in my life as early as I can remember. My dad, his whole office, I spent 24/7 with my dad. So his office was photography. He was a nature photographer and it was his whole life because he retired my whole life. So photography was his everything. It's all he talked about. His room was filled with cameras. And then my dad's half brother also shot for National Geographic. And they both We're nature photographers, and it's been around me my whole life. So then in return, I never cared for it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, you're talking about photography again. Come on. I was so bored. It was like golf.
Yeah.
And then one day, recently, I started photography in April.
Oh, just April. Mm-hmm.
It was my fiance's little brother's 16th birthday, and his mom had a Rebel T3i, and she's like, let's go to the park. Let's go take some photos. And I'm like, I got this, guys. So I took charge and I grabbed that camera and I took photos of his little brother. I told him to pose. I'm like, do this, do that, do that. And I'm like, wow, I really like this. It ignited something in me. It just felt magical to me. Then after that, the next day, I bought a camera, my first camera. And I started shooting that same day that I got the camera. And my first 5 months, I shot every day.
Yeah.
Every single day I'm posting, I'm shooting. And it was just me reaching out to my old high school classmates. I'm like, hey, you're so pretty. Do you want some photos? And I just tried to come up with a concept for every person. And it was just on a roll. I photo shoot my first 7 months of photography. I had 112 photo shoots.
Oh, I totally get that.
And it was just magical. Every time I held that camera, it felt like I was in control of my life, basically. Because my whole life in Thailand, I've never been good. I've never been great at anything. And my classmates were piano prodigies, math prodigies, one's in Oxford, one's in Cambridge, doctors, lawyers. They've always been spectacular at something. And I was never good at anything. I was always okay, but I never stood out. So then I just felt lost the whole time I was there. And then finally, 3 years later, after I came to America, I found something that I felt like, oh, I can be amazing at this.
I really think so. You definitely make art.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing so great. What does your dad think about that? Is he so thrilled for you?
He's so happy.
Yeah.
My biggest regret in life, since my dad's older, he's aging. My biggest regret is not caring enough when he was trying to show me things.
Yeah. Every single person alive has the same regret. Not that you shouldn't have it, but that's a thing that you don't know till it's too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm super sad about that. But, he is so excited. I've sent him every single photo shoot.
Oh, good.
And like, Daddy, look at this. Look at this. And he's like, wow, I'm so proud of you.
Where do you see yourself going with photography?
Well, my goal, I want to become a magazine photographer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shoot covers, like editorial style.
Mm-hmm.
I found out really early in doing photography that I love this style. Just editorial, working with models, being able to come up with a concise and clear concept and being able to execute it. And yeah, that's what I want to do. And I love being able to bring out the beauty in someone too. Mm-hmm. Like, I know you're already beautiful, but being able to capture you just the same way that I see you is so magical to me.
So do you have any magazine in particular, something in mind?
I love fashion magazine.
Mm-hmm.
I love fashion and clothing. So I'm a really big fan of Vogue Portugal, specifically them. I love how their colors are so vibrant and each of their photo shoots are so funky and different. And it's amazing. And that's specifically, I love funky photo shoots. I love different poses, crazy makeup, crazy hair, things that aren't really normally beautiful to some people. Mm-hmm. I love shooting things like that.
I love the contrast.
Yes.
I love a beautiful dress on a grungy highway.
Yes.
I love pretty and dark.
I love grotesque photo shoots.
Oh, like bloody grotesque?
No, like
not gory.
No, not gory. Just in their facial features and the location we're shooting at. And like everything's in ruins, but there is this beauty. And
I really love the idea that whatever has made us broken is what is beautiful about us. Whatever pain we've been through
makes us beautiful.
I feel like, it's revealing a person, their beauty. You're getting married soon?
Yes. I met my fiance when we were 17 and we're getting married this year.
That's exciting.
Yes, I love it.
Do you have a big event planned?
Well, it's still in the midst of planning. It's very stressful because I am planning everything myself as much as I can. He's trying to help as much as he can, but I'm like, leave it, please. I want it to be perfect. But, since all my family they're in Thailand.
Will they be coming?
I think that only my mom will come because the travel is too hard for my dad. And it's all his family and most of my friends and my mom, hopefully. But my whole adult life has been in Spokane. So I do want to go back to Thailand because they have, amazing photography opportunities, especially in the capital called Bangkok. They are very progressive in fashion and we have a lot of brands there. So a lot of editorial fashion photography work. So I want to go back there, but it's hard to imagine myself there because it's been so long and I've never had an adult life there. So it's something so different. Like, can I do it? Like, how am I going to get back there?
And stay or just go for a while?
To go back and stay.
Oh, okay. And is your soon-to-be husband on board with that?
He loves it.
Oh, cool.
He is actually the one who brought that idea up to me. We went there. We both saved money and for a year and we quit our job. And we went there for 3 months.
Oh, cool.
It was supposed to be 7, but I was like, I need to go back to work. I was so bored. But we went there for 3 months and he just fell in love with it. And his parents came for only 5 days and they fell in love with it that they're already selling everything they have to move there before we do.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. I can't dance a lick.
Me too.
You can't dance?
No, not at all.
Me either.
I don't have a dance bone in my body.
I don't either. Can you sing?
Sometimes in the shower.
I can't carry a tune and I can't dance and I just think I'm missing that, whatever that is.
You're making it up in photography though.
The eyes see, but the ears don't hear or something. Oh, and I can't do languages. Like I went to Italy once and France once and both places, different times, locals told me to stop trying. And I wasn't offended. I was like, I know, right? But it's offensive if you don't try. So anyway, I was given permission to stop.
I speak 5 languages. Before photography, I've tried so many things because before photography, I never found my niche or my thing. I was really into languages and traveling, solo traveling specifically.
Oh, wow.
And I started solo traveling when I was 15. So I've been to right now 20 countries by myself.
I'm so impressed.
And yeah, it really helped me find myself in the world where I felt so lost.
So do you make friends?
I do. I make friends everywhere I go and I still keep in touch with all of them.
Yeah.
So recently, I went to London when I was 16 and I still keep in contact with them and they're coming to my wedding. So every country that I've been to, I've never felt alone. I've never been lonely. I was alone, but I was never lonely.
How do you make friends?
Well, I would just go to a restaurant. I would go up to them. I would walk the streets. I would just talk to people.
That's what my daughter, she went to New York and made a friend on the subway.
Yes.
I was like, I don't understand.
It's just so easy.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that quality in a person. So you probably have no problem at networking meetings.
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
And it's crazy because I remember when I was in school, I had so much anxiety. Yeah. I had to overcome that. And I did it by showing myself that whenever I feel down or scared, I will go out into the world by myself to prove it to myself.
Yeah.
But I remember that I had really bad anxiety, really bad. I could not even be in the room with 10 people. And it was dictating my whole life. And then one day I just decided to stop. Like, if no one's going to help me push myself, so let's just do it.
Well, so you're not afraid to try new things, that's for sure. What sparked the idea of Dream Anyway is that I know a bunch of people who have these ideas and dreams and they're too scared to pursue them. And so I want to talk to other people who are not too scared to pursue their dreams. And so what ideas or suggestions would you have for somebody?
I would say jump in head first. I've had a lot of people text me, hey, can you give me some tips and tricks? How did you start photography? I'm like, girl, I just started 7 months ago. Pick up a cheap camera, grab a person, and go outside.
That's what I think.
And, developing my own mindset, I realized that I have missed out on so many opportunities because I am the one who held myself back. And I have done many things already. Being 20 years old, I was a real estate agent. I sold insurance to veterans.
Wow.
I was a private chef. I see this quality, my old self, in so many people who I care about. They're always waiting for that moment to happen.
Do you think they're waiting for permission?
I feel like they're actually just waiting for it to fall in their lap because sometimes people are so scared to jump, and you just have to do it. You will fail in life. Failure is a blessing.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily think it's failure. It's experience. I know maybe people think, I don't know what people think, but at first I was sad to try to give up Dream Studio because is it a failure? But I don't think it was. I think it was a great experience. And now I get to do something
next
else.
Chapter in your life.
And also, why hang on to something that's not bringing you joy? Life's so short.
Change is always good. You need it.
When I first got divorced, I remember thinking, change is good, like trying to mantra that one to myself. But I really do think change is good. I get bored so easily anyway.
Yes. Yeah. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think so too.
So when one door closes, another one opens. That's why I'm not scared to jump into something new, even without knowing. I put in my 110 in everything. I remember when I started real estate, I saw it on Indeed, and I'm like, oh, this could be fun. So I studied for 7 months nonstop, every single day, something that I had no interest about, I knew nothing about. Then I took my exam and I did that. And I took my exam 10 times. And it was so hard on me mentally because every time I got that paper, it says fail. And it didn't make me stop. It pushed me to continue. I cried every time, but I still booked my redo exam right away. And I feel like all of our experience in life should teach you that when you fall down, you should not stop because our life is so short. Why are we doing ourselves a disservice? Right. You can achieve so much if you just continue.
I really appreciate your outlook. That's so good, especially so young, but you're not very young if you've traveled to 20 countries. You know what I mean? Like you're experienced. And so that helps a lot, I think. Have you ever thought about what you want your legacy to be or how you want to be remembered?
I just want to be remembered in one person's life, even just about how you should live your life to the fullest and not hold yourself back. And yeah, that's what I tell my friends too. I see my friends my age complaining about things. They're not happy at where they're at. I'm like, then change it.
Good for you. Yes, I know, but it's so good that you're giving young people that advice because they need to hear it from somebody like you instead of somebody my age where they're like, yeah, whatever. So that's great. That's really great.
I also really love the Spokane photography community. I've been here 3 years before I started photography and I had no clue it was this amazing. It feels really like a community where people like creatives get together and share their ideas and work together and become friends. And I never had a community like that before. So that's something that I really appreciate here. I love it.
Thanks for listening.